day. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Over not just in high school, but in college, where he was a three-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career in that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see. Half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Considering it, just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
I go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper.
Defensively, speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Baltimore. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Jackson on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I think, too. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Cook. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Vikings pick up the football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
With yards on the night, later end up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
NFL, Your best ability is often your availability, and this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs.
Halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion right now. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Now the Ravens on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do...
And Jackson throwing once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
Lead pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. It's in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Actually, what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Here. Joseph's got it. And that
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
somewhere
something
else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
But, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good.
Side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that will be incomplete. We're here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But as we welcome you back, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's going to be taken down shy. Extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit.
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know.
What do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.